Okay. I see that it's still trending and everybody's talking about it. I'm gonna talk about like maybe like two, three things that I've been seeing trending on TikTok. I spend a lot of time on TikTok. I'm getting a good bit of followers on there. So I'm probably gonna be spending a lot of my time on TikTok. I might start doing some TikToks here and there, but I don't know. I do have two TikTok accounts, not just one. But this whole thing that's going on with the in Atlanta, well in Georgia, okay, with the black doctor and the baby being decapitated during birth or whatnot. I see a lot of people talking about it. I see a lot of these nurses and a lot of these gynecologists and these OBGYNs coming in, trying to talk about it. Some of them trying to justify, what happened to the baby and all that. But why I want to speak about it is we see that this doctor is a black woman. And a lot of those women and doctors and nurses in Atlanta are black. Okay. And we have some of them here on YouTube also. So you see how they carry on YouTube. So just imagine how these people carry on in the hospital, at these doctor offices and stuff like that. So for these black women that like to advocate that we need more black nurses and we need more black doctors and we need more black OBGYNs and gynecologists and stuff like that to take care of black women and our children. Well, this black doctor went so far as snatching a baby's damn head off his shoulders and then try to cover it up. And there were some nurses there, and I think they said it was two other doctors that were there. I promise you, majority of the people that was in that room were black women. Okay? And they stood right there while that was going on. And they didn't advocate for the mother and they didn't advocate for the unborn child. There's a pattern with these nurses and these women out the medical field in Atlanta, Georgia. Those black women, I wouldn't let them touch me with a 10-foot pole. There's no way. A lot of them get into that field for money. They get all the student loan debt. They do not care about their patients, and they definitely don't care about other black women. But they'll tell you that you need to get a black doctor, and you need to let these black nurses, and they sold this and they sold that. We can see that from YouTube that they are unfit. So I wouldn't even trust getting sick in Atlanta, dealing with all those black people in the medical field down there. So this doctor, she's been a doctor for 20 years. Okay, probably had her own practice or whatnot. And I'm pretty sure this girl, Jessica Ross, who lost her baby, felt comfortable going to a black woman that was an OGBYN. She probably thought that that black woman would take care of her and take care of her child. Well, she didn't. And then once she unalived the baby, her and the staff and the nurses in the hospital decided to cover up the death of the child. And I'm telling you right now that those nurses, majority of those nurses that was in that room were black women. So this whole thing about, oh, black women gonna protect you and black women love you and all that, please stop. Okay. My OGBYN, my gynecologist, is a white woman. Okay. And I'm very comfortable with her. So they going around telling you need a black woman to look after you. No, you don't. A lot of these black women talk underneath your fucking clothes. They talk about you. We've seen that on YouTube. They're neglectful and they need to mind their fucking business. Okay? And so I see a lot of people say, oh, I'm shocked that this is a black woman. They wanted it to be a white woman. They wanted to put the blame on a white woman. No, it was a black woman. And she did not care about that woman at all because she covered up the death of that child. Pretty much propped the baby's head up on the body and wrapped the baby up, swaddled the baby like the baby head was attached to the body still. These people are sick. I don't care what color you is. If you're not a good professional person, if you're not a good doctor or a good nurse, I don't want you nowhere near me. And I hope that Jessica Ross, the girl that lost her baby, I hope that she get a good lump sum of money, but that will not bring her child back. Just imagine carrying a child for 9 months only for your child to be unalived by the damn OGBYN that you picked to look after you and your damn kid. That is a special privilege when you choose somebody to be over your health and the health of your child and to deliver your child into this world. And this happened. This happened. There's a lot of women that are pregnant right now and a lot of women trying to get pregnant. Okay? All right? And a lot of us is on that journey. And this blew my mind to think I get pregnant and this is what my baby has to go through. Now, I understand that sometimes the baby's shoulders can't come through the pelvic bone or whatever like that. But me personally, I don't want you grabbing on my child. Just take me to get a C-section. I ain't want you to do all that. I don't want you to suck my baby out. I don't want you to break my baby's damn shoulder blade to get him out. No, just push her back in there. Go, let's do a C-section. Period. Period. If the baby is too big, you should have already scheduled a C-section. You should know if a child is too damn big to be coming through there. These big babies, these 10-pound babies, no ma'am. And I'm pretty sure her baby was kind of like a chunky baby. Because it looked like her stomach was really big. So it looked like she was eating pretty good. And this girl looked really short. She may be like 4'11", 4'10", maybe 5 feet. I think lesser than 5 feet. That girl is short. You know, and that girl, you know, was kind of chunky. So I don't know. I thought they're supposed to check the size of your baby and everything like that. If your baby too big or whatever like that, they order a C-section. Because listen here. When I decide to get pregnant, and I'm going to be doing that soon, okay? Because I'm getting up there in age and it's time to bring me something into this world, all right? Because I'm fertile. I can do that. Now, for women that are not, I feel bad for some of the women that are having struggles. But some of these women don't deserve children. And that might be why they ain't got none. Okay. So, I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to hurt nobody else's feeling. But we got one here on YouTube whose womb is like the desert. And she goes around YouTube mad at the world because God didn't give her a child. Mad at the world because they got a nice body and she's overweight, big back, and double chin. And her womb is barren. Don't be mad at me, ho. Don't stalk me all over here. Be mad because you can't afford to get your ass into a fertility clinic and do something about why you can't have no kids. That's why you mad at everybody. You're miserable. But God knows that you were evil. So he made sure you could not bring children forth. Now, that's not for every woman that's facing fertility. We're talking about this simple-minded Riddler bitch. Okay? Don't be mad at the world because you can't have kids. That's one thing you mad at, but I don't have a problem with that. You do. Okay? I just want to clarify that. I know you like to listen to my video, you barren womb bitch. The womb is like the fucking cemetery around there. Okay? But anyway, this is sad that this girl had to go through this. Birthing a child is a blessing. And I think that some people take it for granted that they can have children. Some women struggle to have children. But once you finally conceive a child and to have your child kicking and living and bouncing around in your stomach and to get all the way to the finish line, to have a doctor that look like you, a black sister, unalive your damn baby, I would probably want to kill that heifer. There's no way. Oh, I can't even imagine. Oh, Jesus, I get teary-eyed. I can't even imagine me getting all the way to the finish line and I don't get to leave that hospital with my baby. So I know that girl is traumatized. And to have to go and do a C-section and to have, you know, the other part of your baby's body taken out of your stomach, and then you have to still got the head in your vajayjay and you still got to deliver the baby. through your vajayjay, the head. This is sick. And for them to cover it up and not let this woman know about it? Jesus. Life is short, you guys. If you are one of those women that got children, that ain't had no problem having children, count your blessings. There's some women that can have children, but they never bring home a child that's alive. You know, some women have stillbirths and stuff like that. Count your blessings that you got a healthy baby and you were able to take one home. Because this young lady at 20 years old, Jessica Ross, she will never, ever forget that. I know I can never forget that. And I probably would never forgive those people. I probably would be mad at myself that I didn't stop them people from doing that to me. Because they said that the girl asked for a C-section. I don't understand why you can't get a C-section when you ask for one. Now, I know it's all type of red tape and all different things you got to go through to get a C-section. But listen, this is my life and this is the life of my fucking child. If I tell you I want a C-section, that's what the hell I need. I do not want you pulling on my damn baby. A lot of women was in the comment section saying, you know, their baby went through this, they were stuck in the pelvic bone and their shoulders couldn't get through and they had to, break the shoulder blade, or they had to pull the child and the child, went through nerve damage and they still got problems to this day. No, don't pull my child, don't suck their head out, don't twist their head. If it's too complicated and it ain't gonna work, just give me a C-section. Don't do all that. I don't want you to bruise my child up. I don't want you to break my child motherfucking neck. I don't want you to break their arm just for them to come through that motherfucker. Hell no. I'd rather you cut me and give me that C-section than you hurt my baby. For real, for real. I'd rather go through healing from that C-section wound than you breaking my baby up like that. No way. So, in my opinion, I didn't know it was that critical like that because none of my peoples in my family had a problem birthing their children. Their children just came right out. Not really, I don't think nobody really had C-sections in my family. No, everybody pretty much just pushed their baby out. Yeah, my mama pushed everybody out. Yeah, and my sisters, everybody just pushed their baby out. So, my aunts, they didn't have C-sections or anything like that. So, it's really rare that, your baby can get stuck in you like that. But if that's the case, sucking your baby out with a vacuum and using different instruments to pull on them and pull on their neck and stuff like that and to break their bones just to get them to come out. No, they really need to talk about that. They really need to go about it in a different way. There needs to be something else done about that. If they can't get the baby out, they should just automatically say, hey, we got to do a C-section. Let's just not traumatize the baby. Because that's traumatizing. The baby's already trying to come in the world. They're already trying to squeeze through this little pathway. And then you doing all of this shit to them. Come on. That's to me. People say, well, the baby don't even know really what's going on. Still. Some of these kids get wounded and things happen to them. And they still have, the injuries and still dealing with the side effects from it. So they need to go about doing it in a different way. And if a woman tell you, hey, it's just too painful, I can't get the baby out, just give me a C-section, I think you should give them a C-section. I don't think it should be a second thought. I don't think they should beg you to do what the fuck they tell you to do about them and their baby. This is their life, not yours. Okay? And for that doctor, hopefully she lose her license. For those nurses, hopefully they lose their license. These people need to lose their fucking license and let them still have to pay all that student loan debt back. Some of these people are no good, neglectful, tell all your business, just invade the damn patient's privacy. Some of these people have no business in the medical field. They ain't gonna save your life. A lot of them will sit right there and watch you fucking die. They could have advocated for that mother and that baby, and maybe the shit would have turned out different. But nobody stood up because a lot of these nurses and these doctors are a part of a fucking gang, and they carry on like they're in a fucking gang, thinking they better than everybody fucking else. But I like when they ask, get put in their motherfucking place, and they gotta deal with the fucking consequences. That hospital was neglectful too. They didn't even report to the medical examiner that that baby died the way that that baby died. The only reason everybody knew what happened to the baby was because of the funeral home. And thank God they had enough courage to tell the parents, the mother, what happened to her child. How could you do such a thing and don't tell nobody? That's sick. But this whole thing about, oh, the black woman gonna be there for you, and the black woman, you need a black doctor, and you need a black nurse, or some of these black nurses are some of the most hateful bitches you can come across, okay? They hateful to the elderly people, they hateful to children, they hateful to other damn black women, just like those nurses that got fired from Emory. I think it was Emory Hospital, that got on TikTok and talk all that shit about the patients. They were black. Just like these black bitches that claim to be divested, that was talking about this and talking underneath women clothes and talk about their privates and, oh, they gynecologists and all that. You see how hateful they are? You do not want these people near you. And anytime you know who the fuck they is, report them so they can lose their goddamn job and their fucking license. Because dealing with people's health is very important. And if you don't give a fuck about them, you should not be in that profession. Okay? I don't give a fuck who you are. White, black, Hispanic, Asian. If you don't care about people like that, that's the wrong profession your ass need to be in as far as health care and dealing with the public. Alright? And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I will catch you guys in the next video. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. I think I'm going to link another video of a OGBYN kind of trying to justify what happened. They like to protect each other now. You will see them come out trying to protect each other. And if you were able to, like, put a camera into those hospitals and where them fucking heifers be at, you will realize they are hateful ass people and they do not even like their jobs. Okay? They don't even like their jobs. So that's all I have to say. Let me know what you think about the whole thing. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.